Have you ever wondered how a woman became the ruler of Egypt in an era dominated by men? Picture Cleopatra VII, Cleopatra, a woman of intelligence and charisma, the last active pharaoh of Ptolemaic Egypt. She was a descendant of Ptolemy the Soter, a Macedonian Greek general and companion of Alexander the Great. Her rule marked the end of the Ptolemaic dynasty and the Hellenistic period in Egypt. Intrigued? Let's unravel the enigma of Cleopatra. The tale of Cleopatra begins in the city of Alexandria, born in 69 BC. The daughter of Ptolemy the Fourth Auletes and Cleopatra V Tryphena, she was a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, founded by Ptolemy I Soter, a confidant of Alexander the Great. Cleopatra's early life was steeped in political intrigue and heritage. Being part of such a storied lineage, Cleopatra wasn't an only child. She had two younger siblings, Arsinoe IV and Ptolemy X, Theos Philopator. Together, they were the heirs of a kingdom that had stood since the reign of Alexander, an empire that was a beacon of Hellenistic culture. Even in her early years, Cleopatra showed signs of the intelligence and charisma that would later define her rule. Her education was diverse and comprehensive, a testament to her status. She learned multiple languages and was tutored in politics, philosophy, and the arts. It was clear that she was being groomed for greatness. She had a keen interest in the arts, which would later make her a patron of artists and scholars. Her charisma was palpable, even at a young age, and she had a knack for making people listen when she spoke. These qualities would serve her well in the turbulent times that lay ahead. Her life took a dramatic turn when her father died in 51 BC. The throne of Egypt beckoned, and the world was about to witness the rise of one of its most unforgettable queens. As the throne of Egypt beckoned, Cleopatra and her brother Ptolemy III became co-rulers. But the corridors of power were fraught with treachery and deceit. A bitter power struggle ensued between the siblings, a struggle that saw Cleopatra forced into exile from the heart of Egypt, Alexandria. However, Cleopatra was not one to be easily defeated. Her intellect and charm were her greatest weapons, and she used them to forge an alliance with one of the most powerful men of the time, Julius Caesar. This alliance was not just strategic, it was also personal, as the two shared a bond that was as much about love as it was about politics. With Caesar at her side, Cleopatra raised an army and set her sights on reclaiming her throne. The Battle of the Nile was a decisive moment in her quest for power. Ptolemy III was defeated, his armies scattered, and his reign brought to a swift and brutal end. Cleopatra had triumphed. She returned to Alexandria and ascended to the throne once again, this time as the sole ruler of Egypt. She was no longer a co-regent sharing power with a sibling, but a queen in her own right. With Caesar, she solidified her rule, navigating the treacherous waters of politics and intrigue with skill and finesse. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. And for Cleopatra, the end came with the death of her ally and lover, Julius Caesar. His assassination in 44 BC sent shockwaves through the Roman Empire and threw Cleopatra's life into another cycle of turmoil. But that, dear listeners, is a tale for another time. In the midst of the Roman civil wars, Cleopatra found herself supporting Mark Antony, an audacious move considering the uncertain landscape of power that was the Roman Empire at the time. But Cleopatra was no stranger to audacity, and her alliance with Antony was a strategic step aimed to consolidate her power and keep Egypt independent amidst the chaos. Mark Antony, a general of Julius Caesar, emerged as a key player in the power vacuum that followed Caesar's assassination. Cleopatra, ever the astute politician, allied herself with Antony, both politically and personally. Their relationship was more than a mere political alliance. It was a passionate romance that fascinated their contemporaries and continues to captivate us today. Together, they had a son, Caesarion, further cementing their bond. Their shared rule marked a period of prosperity for Egypt, but it was not to last. The Roman civil wars were a time of shifting alliances and brutal power struggles. Antony's main rival was Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir. Octavian was determined to bring all of the Roman territories, including Egypt, under his control. The climax came in 31 BC at the Battle of Actium, a decisive confrontation between Antony, Cleopatra, and Octavian. Despite their combined forces, Antony and Cleopatra were defeated. The defeat had catastrophic consequences. Antony fell on his sword, choosing an honorable warrior's death over capture. Cleopatra, faced with the prospect of being paraded in Rome as a trophy of war, chose to end her life as well. The exact circumstances of her death remain shrouded in mystery, but the popular legend tells of a deadly asp, a symbol of divine royalty. Their defeat by Octavian marked the end of their reign and their lives. It was a tragic end, but their story lives on, a tale of power, passion, and political intrigue set against the backdrop of the Roman civil wars. Their son, Caesarion, was left to bear the weight of their legacy, a legacy that continues to echo through the annals of history. Cleopatra, though defeated, left behind a legacy that transcends time. Her story is more than just that of a queen. It's a tale of intelligence, political savvy, and cultural patronage that has shaped our understanding of Egyptian and world history. Cleopatra was no ordinary queen. She was a scholar, an astute politician, and a lover of arts. She was fluent in 9 languages, a feat that underlines her intelligence and her desire to communicate effectively with her subjects and foreign dignitaries. This linguistic prowess allowed her to engage in diplomacy without the need for interpreters, a rarity in her time. But her intelligence was not limited to languages. As a ruler, Cleopatra demonstrated exceptional political acumen. She navigated Egypt through a period of immense political upheaval, maintaining its independence amidst the rising power of Rome. Her strategic alliances with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony were not just about romance, but were also politically motivated moves that aimed to secure her throne and Egypt's sovereignty. Her reign was also marked by a strong patronage of the arts. Cleopatra believed in the power of culture to unite her diverse kingdom and strengthen her rule. She supported many artists and scholars, fostering a vibrant cultural scene that left an indelible mark on Egyptian history. What's more, Cleopatra's influence extends far beyond the realm of politics and culture. Her life and reign have been a source of inspiration for countless works of literature, film, and television. From Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra to Hollywood's epic Cleopatra starring Elizabeth Taylor, her story has been told and retold, each time adding a new layer to her mythos. She has been portrayed as a seductress, a cunning politician, a tragic heroine, and a powerful queen, illustrating the complexity of her character and the lasting fascination she holds over us. Her legacy is a testament to her extraordinary life, a life marked by power, passion, and an unwavering determination to protect her beloved Egypt. Cleopatra, a complex and fascinating figure, continues to inspire and intrigue us. Her story, etched in the annals of history, serves as a reminder of the strength and tenacity of one of the world's most influential women. Before we conclude, here are some interesting facts about Cleopatra. The last active pharaoh of Ptolemaic Egypt was not just a figurehead. She was a woman of many talents and achievements. Cleopatra was the first female pharaoh to rule Egypt in her own name, a feat that was no small accomplishment in a male-dominated society. She was a polyglot, fluent in 9 languages, including Egyptian, Greek, Latin, and Hebrew, a testament to her intelligence and dedication. This linguistic prowess enabled her to communicate directly with her subjects and foreign dignitaries, a rarity among pharaohs who usually relied on interpreters. Cleopatra was not just a skilled politician and diplomat, she was a master at it. Amid the political turmoil of her time, she managed to maintain Egypt's independence, a testament to her strategic acumen. She was known to have a charismatic personality that could sway the most hardened of hearts, a trait that played a crucial role in her alliances with the likes of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. But Cleopatra's talents didn't stop at politics. She was also a patron of the arts, supporting many artists and scholars of her time. Her reign saw a flourishing of the arts in Egypt, contributing to its rich cultural heritage. And of course, Cleopatra was renowned for her beauty and intelligence, making her one of the most powerful and influential women in the ancient world. Her life, filled with intrigue, power, and passion, has been the subject of countless books, films, and television shows, proving that her legacy continues to captivate us to this day. Cleopatra was a complex, fascinating figure, a woman of significant achievements and great resilience. Her story, a mix of power, intrigue, and romance, continues to fascinate people all over the world. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment if you found this video interesting. Stay tuned for more intriguing stories from history.